Hey, fat boy, go sell some spots and stop trolling for free lunches, okay? You fat, disgusting, ubiquitous slob, you.
News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, call 751-WIOD in Dade, 524-WIOD in Broward. Outside the 305 area code, it's toll-free, 1-800-944-WIOD. And Cellular One customers can call pound IOD at no charge. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
Yeah. MONDAYSUCKS.
Everyone's been talking about one talk radio host for years. Now, Broadway is singing about him, too. It's My Fair Lady.
When shooting feds just aim right at their heads, they're gonna get it.
My Fair Lady. It's the touching story of a simple, bald-headed macho man who gave up right-wing obscurity for mainstream insanity.
Well, I broke in at night. Oh, Watergate was right, 'cause it made my career.
My Fair Lady. Nobody who sees it the way G. Gordon does.
He scares me.
I think he's crazy.
He's a flamin' wacko.
My Fair Lady. It's the new Broadway musical with the songs that are on everybody's lips.
I'm a crazy nutball from the right.
10:07 at WIOD. Happy Monday to you. Man, oh man, oh man. First order of business today, we got to get rid of bufo toads, baby. When it starts raining like this, heavy duty, and they start breeding, I got a problem like there's a lot kitty corner across from my house that's like an empty lot that's got all kinds of Melaleuca trees and crap in there. It's like a goddamn swamp and water, and you can just hear the frogs croaking in there. If you go up the street about a mile in the sunrise, you hear other things croaking all the time, more human sounds. But seriously, they're like pouring out of there, those goddamn bufo toads, which ordinarily you wouldn't care, except they're not too good for lunch for your dogs. Now, I bet you somebody in this audience knows, is there some kind of stuff you can put out to kill those damn things? Like maybe a gigantic brush fire might do it? What the hell do you do to kill those goddamn things before they, like, infest your dogs? So anyway, yesterday morning, I'm out there at the Sawgrass, like at noon. Get in the car about 5 past noon. Don't they open at noon on Sunday? I think so. Maybe I'm missing out on something. But man, oh man, the traffic to that place yesterday, you would have thought that they were giving merchandise away. You would have thought they were giving away a $100 bill with every purchase of anything over a dime. That place is packed. And it's the number 2 tourist attraction in the whole goddamn state. What's going on there? Not much. I go into that bookstop, that Books A Million, whatever the hell that store is in there, and it's okay, it's big. And the store too. And wander around. There's Suds in there with his wife, going through the little people section. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, this is what excitement is about at this time of the year in this town, or maybe at any time of the year, is a little trip to the Sawgrass. Now, everybody in this audience denies that they're ever going to the Sawgrass. I've asked about that a million times. Nobody in the audience admits it, but I'm sitting there in the food court having my sorbet from Haagen-Dazs instead of that awful watery ice cream that they peddle. And like 4 people came up. Oh, and one guy comes up with his little kid who's about like 5 days old or something like that. Oh, David, here's the most famous man in the whole mall. Bah, bah, bah. Yeah, good guy, but just stay away with those bratty little kids, okay, that start drooling all over you and like doo-dooing in their stuff while you're sitting there trying to have your sorbet. It's a little bit unsettling for the appetite. Rocky Echeverria, our good, close personal friend. I guess we're not going to be able to retire thanks to him. Cape Pasa star declares bankruptcy, so it says here in Joan Fleischman's Yenta column in the Herald this morning. Gone belly up. Would you like to see Rocky Echeverria belly up? Not at this stage. You're looking a little long in the tooth, Stevie. He's gone belly up, actor Stephen Bauer. Under his given name, Esteban Echevarria, he filed Chapter 7 in U.S. bankruptcy court. Bauer is he's only $1.5 million in the red. Oh, don't say red. Comunista, that's bad. Don't say red when you're talking about a kid from Hialeah. Lloyd's of London says he owes $520,000 for an insurance payoff after he backed out of a movie, The Last Paisan. Its lawyers say he had a drug and alcohol addiction. Among his creditors, and it goes on and lists lawyers and the banks and this and that. Bauer lists assets of $33,200, including a $32,000 Screen Actors Guild pension plan, a $200 bank account, 2 guitars, and stereo equipment worth $700.
Oh!
What a shame. Good guy, but Johnny Depp used to be a good guy, too. Remember that back in the old days in Miramar? All of these people used to be good guys, and all of you are jealous because they got famous and made millions of dollars, and now they're all broke. Either that or they're running around busting up motel rooms, getting into big-ass trouble, and doing lots of drugs, and ruining their lives, and other people's, too. Had a great time on the Amanda Show last night and found out from the real producer of that show that it was little Andy Kalb that started all that Denise Potvin crap. Andy, you are, seriously, the biggest pain in the ass I've ever seen in my life. This kid is the most, you talk about people on a power trip. Little people are, almost all of them, they go on power trips. They want to run the goddamn world. And Andy Kalb is a perfect example of that. In fact, when that winter book came out, he said to Phil Hendry, he said, man, I had a great book. He was taking all the credit for the book. That's little Andy. But at any rate, we still had a good time on that show. Mandich, I noticed, was really eyeing those 2 young Dolphin prospects. In fact, he made the comment during the break. He said, boy, those guys look really good. And I said, how about a quick shower to cool off, Mandich?
Squirt, squirt.
There you go. Here's a lady in Davie. She's gone. The lady in Davie is already gone. Our first call of the day
And she had
of the
frog
week.
advice for
And
you.
she had frog advice, but she's already gone.
The last number that called your line was 305-424-7548.
These people that if you don't get to them right away, like within 20 seconds. And now she's not answering the phone.
I put her on ahead of everybody.
Put her on ahead of everybody.
Hello?
Hello? What happened? Hello? Hello? That wasn't her? So what does that mean, if that wasn't her?
Maybe another call came in and then just hung up, and that's who this person was?
This old bitch?
Perhaps. I'm just speculating.
I don't
That wasn't
think
her.
so.
She was a young bitch.
Another bitch. Okay. Anyway, somebody out there will have the information. The hell with that old bag. Like I said, if we don't get to him within 20 seconds immediately and drop everything, well, we can't hold on more than that's as long as we're going to hang on. It's just not important enough to us. That's okay. Guess what? Your call ain't that important to me either. Okay? Here's Miami. Hello.
Yes, Neil. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Listen, about the problem with the Danny Botafuku frogs.
Yes?
Listen, I seen, because I had a problem with that, every time it rained, they would come out from everywhere. Mothballs.
Mothballs do what?
You put them in the container, and that'll take care of them. Bye-bye, baby.
Yeah, but how do you isn't there
You
something
put them in a little bowl, and you
What?
set them around the perimeter.
But you're not listening to me.
I'm sorry.
You put them in a little bowl and you set them out around the perimeter of what? Of the yard?
Yeah, your house.
So in other words, if I go out and buy $4,000 worth of mothballs, that'll solve the problem?
No, you need about 5,000.
That'll keep them away?
Yeah. It worked for us.
Okay.
Okay?
Great.
Oh!
Okay, there's a man in a lot of pain. So that's the answer is mothballs for all you people with the bufo toads. And you people with your dogs, I don't know about cats. I have no idea. Maybe cats, are cats toad lickers? Cats don't like to get high, huh? But dogs are very much into that. And, of course, they become addicted to it, and especially little ones like my Min Pin. So like I said, I think that maybe in the next couple of weeks I'll have one dog. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil. Good morning. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Good. 2 things. One, the guy on the mothballs.
Yeah.
Well, if you find them that instead of putting them in balls, as far as the balls, you kind of spread them around. You kind of powder them and just dust it. I mean, like not really crunchy.
You dust what?
With the mothballs. You just put them in the areas where they're at. But the problem with the
Well, what do you mean
mothballs-
with the areas? I have a third of an acre of a yard.
Oh, so you got a problem.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Yeah.
That's right.
But the thing is also the mothballs, when it rains, especially the way it's been raining,
Yeah.
they lose their effect real fast.
Right, it washes all away, and it's, yeah,
Right,
it was
so
a nice
that's a waste
exercise,
of
but
money.
forget about
The
it.
thing is that I know for a fact that you can kill them with salt. Just throw salt on them.
I've always been told Clorox.
Well, salt will do the trick. They'll blow up.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, the problem with me is I go out there and I catch them. I have a towel sitting back on the patio,
Mm-hmm.
and anytime I see one, in fact, I got about 6 of them over the weekend, you pick them up, and I heave them over the fence out onto the street. I make sure I don't throw them over the neighbor's fence because I got a neighbor with a dog, too.
Right.
So I throw them out on the street because what else are you going to do with it? You can't flush them down the toilet because I did that once in my house in Jacaranda, and it wound up clogging up the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, they will.
A clog.
They will blow up with salt. And when we were little, when I grew up in California,
Does that have to be like kosher salt or
Just
Morton salt?
any kind of
Sea
salt.
salt?
Regular salt.
Just plain old salt.
Yeah, when we were little, we used to catch them in California and put them in shoe boxes.
Yeah.
Put about 4 or 5 firecrackers in there. Just put the lid back on with tape, and just wash and blow.
Beauty.
I tell you, but the salt will work.
Okay.
Take care.
I'm on my way to the store right now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, 751 WIOD. Anyway, over the weekend, the Panthers announced this unconscionable ticket price increase. Unconscionable. Then, of course, Mandich is trying to say last night, he's trying to give me a song and a dance about, well, it's still below the league average because he read that in the paper. Doesn't make any difference. If you go back to the first season until next season, they started with the seats that I've got, which fortunately I don't have to pay for, $31. Then last year they went to $38. Now they're going to be $45. So in 2 seasons they've gone from 31 to 45. That's a $14 increase. That's almost 50%. For a team that didn't make the playoffs the first 2 years because we got a stupid coach and an owner that don't want to spend any money for any real players. And they increased just like the same thing that happened with the Heat. And this is the same guy who said, oh, even if we have the scab players in baseball, we'll still average 16,000 people a game out there at Joe Robbie Stadium. Well, guess what? I know it was a rainy day yesterday, but they had 18,000 with the real players and their 19th loss of the season, or whatever the hell it was. Their 85th loss of the season, their 400th loss, whatever the hell it was. It's only the 5th of June, and they're already 75,000 games under 500 and mathematically out, eliminated. Speaking of the Marlins, by the way, the most Bush League thing I have ever heard next to the morning show on QAM this morning. That was the most Bush League thing. And Blue Lips Rimmer, he was the pivot man with those 2 kids they got, with the 2 10-year-old kids they got on the air. What kind of a show is that, Rimmer? If you had any self-respect, man, you'd tell them to shove that damn place. What a joke that is. They got 10-year-old kids on there doing sport shows. Oh, boy, how about the Dolphins? They're going to win the Super Bowl. Oh, I think you're right. Anybody think so? But the most Bush League thing I've ever heard in my life was from Joe Angel. The most overrated. Everybody in this town, I guess it's because Chris Moore is on the air doing hockey, and we got so many bad announcers like Zimfer. I don't want to mention his name. But Joe Angel, it was Friday night. The game was just ending. Was it Friday or Saturday? The game that they, the game they won? Was that the one they won? Did you hear it?
The Cubs lose.
Oh, my God. And so here's the third out. I forget it was a strikeout, whatever the hell it was. And he says, as usual, put it in the win column. You know, that fake. And then he stops and goes into this, Cubs lose, Cubs lose, Cubs lose. Holy cow. This man wants to be John Miller so bad, which, quite frankly, I don't know why anybody would be John Miller because he's fat and a pain in the ass and wants to be a sit-down comic instead of a baseball announcer. And couldn't lick Mel Proctor or Chuck Thompson's ass, John Miller. But Joe Angel is no more than just a wannabe. Joe, I hope you're listening, man, because I know you do listen to the show, and so does his buddy O'Brien, even when he's on the air. That was, to me, the most Bush League, the most outrageous, the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my life. I think this guy, even when he has sex with his wife or whoever it might be, I think he's faking the orgasm. It's so fake. Everything he does is fake. Anyway, it's 10:19 at your real station, as in really obnoxious, WIOD.
At night, when the lights are dimmed, there's passion on 610 WIOD.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Billy.
Hi, listen. These shows you do, I got to say this first. So educational and exciting and stimulating.
All of this wrapped into one, covered in chocolate.
It's like Barbara Walters on Spanish Fly.
Passion Phones with Aaron Summers. 8 p.m. till midnight on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio. 610 WIOD. And WIOD. South Florida swears by us. Or is that at us?
Oh, really? So Denise Potvin also made the comment that when he heard I was going to be on the sports crap thing with Mandich last night, he wouldn't come on. Well, the feeling is mutual, okay, lard ass, fat mouth. Anyway, 10:22. Now, I don't know how many people out there. I'm not going to get into a big hockey thing because I think New Jersey's going to win the whole goddamn thing now. That's very depressing because they're boring and their style of play ought to be banned. It's depressing. Especially that goddamn old Claude Lemieux, man. He makes me nauseous, another frog. But yesterday, at the end of the Detroit-Chicago game, and unfortunately last night we didn't have that highlight on 33, but at the end of the game, I mean, there's like 2.5 seconds left. The game is basically over. And Tony Amati just desperately out of his own zone, 160 feet, just shoots it down the ice. And here's this maniac, Mike Vernon, the goaltender for the Red Wings. He's already, at the end of a game when the team wins, the goalie starts skating out of his crease, and then he puts his arms up in the air, in victory. And the teammates come and they kiss and they grab a little ass and whatever. Well, he's like starting to do this already. Then in the paper this morning I'm reading, he says, he couldn't see it and he reached for it. Yeah, right. That's why I know that if I was a goalie and I had a 1-goal lead with about 2 seconds left in the game, I'd come way out of the crease there, way out of the net to cut down the angle on a 160-foot shot. Right, Mike, you bullcrapper. Can we say that? They said the F word yesterday on Phil's show, so I guess we can say bullcrap. But anyway, and so it hits the post, and they showed the replay over and over again. There was like 0.5, a half a second left. It would have counted if it would have gone in. They'd have been giving him the old octopus. If that thing would have gone in there, they could still be playing. That was one of the most irresponsible pieces of crap I've ever seen in my life. Here's a lady in Margate. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
I need your advice.
Okay.
I want to get a tattoo that has SS and then my Social Security number on it, on my arm.
Why do you want to get a tattoo?
Well, I have other tattoos. But some
Why?
Because, like...
Do you enjoy defacing your body? Do you have a grotesque body?
No. I mean, it looks all right.
Yeah.
No, but, like, some people that I know, they say that it'd be, like, too offensive. What do you think?
It would be too offensive to do what?
To get, like, SS tattooed on my arm.
Yeah.
With my Social Security number. But I think it'd be, like, kind of... Like
Why, are you like a skinhead or something? Is that what this is?
No, I'm not like a Nazi at all.
Do you have knee boots? Do you have hip boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we're starting to get to the bottom of it, yeah.
Well, you met me before.
Who are you?
I'm Cindy. I met you at the hockey game one time.
Cindy from the hockey game. Sure, I believe it.
Yeah, I got like an earring in my nose.
I met Stephen Bauer at the hockey game, too, and he just went bankrupt, so I'd watch it, Cindy. See, it probably wouldn't be the best idea to forget about the SS, to get the Social Security number tattooed on the thing, because then people will find out your name and they'll start using your Social Security number and getting into your credit card accounts and your bank account.
Really?
And, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Now, so why do you want to put it on there? Just because you have a bad memory or what?
No. It's, like a statement, like being numbered.
Like a what?
Like being...
Like an ID number.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to...
Because you have to use it anyway.
And then you want to hang around on South Beach where all the Holocaust survivors are, right?
Yeah.
You're sick, Cindy. You're sick.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, not really.
Okay, well, come on by and show it to us when you get it done, okay, sweetheart?
Okay, let me call somebody a douchebag.
Yeah.
I want to call whoever stole my dog chain at the Offspring concert a flaming douchebag.
Okay, Cindy.
All right, thanks.
See ya. Bottoms up. We have an open line in Broward, 5249463. I sound like nasal again like I did on a Friday, don't I? A little bit? Not as bad? I don't feel nasal. No, there's nothing in there. Not in there either. Here's Sunny Isles. Hello. Sunny Isles.
Hello, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, about the the frogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we going to do about the frogs? I put a big sign up that said frogs go home. Didn't work yet.
Well, it depends on what kind of frog. You got two kinds of frogs. You got the French-Canadian frogs, and you got the frogs that hop around in your yard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, both of them can be easily taken care of.
Yes.
Do you have, like, a little compost area?
A little compost area?
Right, like where you throw all your fruits and vegetables to decompose?
Not really. I haven't been throwing away too many fruits or vegetables lately.
Okay, well, or a pile of leaves where you can find a whole bunch of earthworms under. You mix rat poison with it. When they go to eat the worms,
that would be
they'll
good.
eat the poison.
Yeah, that would be a real good idea with 2 dogs in the backyard. Start spreading rat poison around. That would be a good idea.
But the dogs won't eat the rat poison.
They won't?
No, if you mix it with the compost with the worms and the rat poison will...
I'm going to mix compost and worms and rat poison in my yard? That sounds real appetizing.
Sure, well, the frogs love it.
Yeah?
And then when they eat it, they die.
All right. Thanks a lot. Come on over for lunch, pal. We have an open line in Dade. This is the kind of stuff that this audience sinks their teeth into, baby. Let's have some compost and rotten fruits and vegetables and a bunch of rat poison. All right. And let's feed that to our management. Sounds good to me. And maybe the sales department, like Fat Boy. He's always looking for a free meal. If I could tell you, seriously, the regular listeners to this radio station would pee their pantaloonies if they could hear the call that he made to George just before we started today. We're not having no luncheon here this week between now and the Vegas trip. I know you're smiling. Trust me when I tell you. I get on that scale in the morning now, and it says tilt, and little bells start going off.
I'm fat, too.
Yeah, we're all fat. And Fat Boy, that's all he wants to do is share his fat with the rest of the world. Just remember one thing I've told you for a long time. Fat people, what they want to do is share the fat. They want everybody else to be as fat or maybe even fatter than they are. Then they feel better about life. Here's Pompano. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guy?
How you doing?
I saw you on Sports Rap last night.
And?
I thought it was funny, man, when you read Mandich about Shula in the shower.
Yeah.
He kind of skipped over it at the beginning when he started talking about Shula. He's like, we already know how you feel about that.
Yeah.
So let's go, you know.
Yeah, and then, of course, he had Eric Reed there, who's not a bad guy, but just the consummate shill, you know, just a real buttsucker. And, you know, I mean, you're never going to get any objectivity from Mandich about Shula or Marino. Those are the two guys that Mandich can never be objective about because he showered with one of them a lot, and I think he would like to with the other one.
Yeah, it seemed like you were the only one being objective.
There you go. If you want the truth, come to me, pal. If you want BS, go to those sports guys.
How is he off the air? Is he like, come on, don't lay into me? What is he saying?
No, he loves it.
Yeah, he likes it.
He's a good guy.
It boosts his ego, I guess.
Exactly.
All right. Hey, if you got a chance today, can you get that Officer Prince card on?
No problem.
All right, buddy.
Have a great day, pal. See ya. Open line in Dade, 751 WIOD. We have two open lines in Broward, 5249463. Don't forget the old Passion Bone tonight from 8 to midnight here on WIOD. That show is taken off like hot tamales in Tel Aviv, man. It's just really something. I can't put my finger on it. Here's Coconut Creek. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I need some help.
Yeah.
I'm interested in buying one of those, you know, the RCA dishes. I've been to two different stores. One Brand Smart said, oh, yeah, absolutely no problem. He says, I have to put it underneath a screen enclosure because I'm living in a townhouse. I went to Sears. Guy said, absolutely not. You're wasting your time. So there's two
Well, wasting your time with what?
to put the dish up because one guy says it won't transmit through the screen enclosure with a fiberglass screen, and the other guys from Brand Smart said, oh, yeah, no problem. We do it all the time. You know, and they're both supposedly experienced, you know, installers.
Yeah.
Who do you believe? You know, they're the same price. You know, I mean, there's no waiver there.
You have a fiberglass screen?
Yeah, I mean, it's a metal screen enclosure with fiberglass panels, and I have to stay underneath that. I can't, you know, because it's a townhouse situation. I can't get a variance to go outside of it.
Well, I'll wait for somebody to call in, but my feeling is about the small dish. I just can't see how, based on what happens when it rains real heavy, which it went out for about 4 minutes on Saturday, I don't think it would transmit. I think they're right.
That was the other question I had.
But again, you know, I don't see why somebody would want to sell it to you because they're going to install it, and if they're going to install it, you know, you're going to be sitting there and watching them when they fine tune it in and get you the picture. And if there's no picture, what motivation would they have to put it in if you're not going to get a picture?
Right, you're just not going to write them a check when they walk away.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I hope somebody does call in. I really want to get the setup for football season and all that.
Right.
And the other thing you mentioned, you just brushed on too, is the rain. That is a big factor?
Well, no, it's not a big factor. I would say over the entire weekend, as much as I watched it, it went out on Saturday morning for about 3 or 4 minutes. Saturday about 10:25 in the morning when it really started, when it just started coming down, all hell broke loose. It went out for 3 or 4 minutes, and that was it. And it just says searching for signal, and the screen goes blank, and it came back on again.
Okay.
And as much as it rained all the rest of the weekend, I never lost a picture again.
All right, you're the greatest.
Okay, pal.
Bye-bye.
See ya. So if anybody out there's got the small dish, if they got a little one, and it's they got a screen in front of it, and the picture is coming through, or not coming through, or maybe they just have a little one and they're upset about it. We have an open line in Dade, 751, one on the purple line at Pound IOD. It's 1031 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. If your neighbors don't complain, you don't have it turned up loud enough.
Jerry Kirby looks like a Doberman running after a burglar there.
They're the pants you do your best work in. And everybody who's anybody has worn them at some point in their life. They're cocky. Do your best work in khakis.
Oh, man.
Available at the Crap.
Okay, 10:35 at WIOD. Happy Monday to you. And what can I tell you, man? It's just going to be, we got a week and a half to go to Vegas. That's the one thing that really keeps my adrenaline flowing and keeps me going. Ricky was talking about this morning, I do have a big drawer full. No, not a drawer full of that. I have a drawer full of tickets, plane tickets, for here and for there and for all over the goddamn world. And that's, you know, you look ahead and you keep looking at the calendar. Oh, it's only like 25 days till here and 10 days until there. And pretty sad commentary, but that's the way it is. It's nice and warm, but then when it rains, you say, well, this ain't so great after all. You know what I'm saying? Here's Kendall. Hello.
Good morning, Neil.
Buenos dias.
How are you, sir?
Great.
Good. I came upon a situation that can take care of your boo-foo frogs in a second.
Okay.
My dog used to dig out of my yard. I put up a Fido shock fence. I have fried boo-foo toads on this thing daily.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I did this just to keep my dog in the yard. I used a 4-inch, quarter-inch mesh going all the way around the perimeter of my back property. I don't know if you have a wood fence or a metal fence.
I have a big wood fence.
What I did is I attach it to the wood fence all the way around the perimeter. And when the frogs keep it about an inch off the ground,
right.
Once they jump and go underneath the fence, they hit it, you have fried boo food daily.
Beauty.
I'm telling you, it works. And if you want to cook it, but do me a favor, don't touch it. The thumper will go in your heart, too. It really does shock the you-know-what out of you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, what I'm saying is, it's to keep the dogs in. And once they touch it, it's all...
Oh, you mean don't touch the thing. I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. You touch that, because I touched it myself.
And what about if the dogs touch it?
Woo! You want to see a double backflip?
All right. Oh, boy, Tiny. Get ready for some excitement, sweetheart.
There you go.
All right, thanks.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
There you go. How about a little fried min pin and a little fried buffo for lunch, huh? We have an open line in Dade, 751-2 in Broward. So anyway, getting back to this thing with the Panthers, I'll go because I get my tickets for free, so what the hell do I care? And I guess if I was paying, I would go too because I'm big enough of a fan and there's nothing else to do in this town. But, here's this big sob story. Esther, Blade Runner girl, she sends me this fax. She says, I suppose you haven't seen this yet, which I haven't. P.S. Go Red Wings, she says. Oh, that's right. I forgot about her Stevie Eiserman crush. And here's the letter. Dear Esther, we want to express our sincere thanks for the undying support you have demonstrated over the past 2 seasons. Your quick acceptance of our franchise has been remarkable, and in our opinion makes you one of the most supportive groups. Esther is a group? I know she's a little chunky, but what does that mean in the entire NHL? Oh, I see. They're talking about the fans as a group. Through your commitment, you've helped the Panthers fill Miami Arena to 97% of its capacity. That's the good news. Now, here's the bad news. And I still say what I said on Sports Crap last night, that whole thing about threatening, we're going to pick up and move if you don't build us an arena. That was just a little game plan, a little psychology there to soften you people up for the fact that, guess what, we're goosing the prices up again. The good news is, hey, we're staying here. Wayne's got a commitment to keep your hockey team. You're going to keep him. But the bad news is, you're going to pay through the hose, baby. And the letter goes on to say, however, the unfortunate reality is the fact that even when we fill the house, we still fall way short of breaking even financially. And Wayne's only worth $900 million this year. To be perfectly candid, our operating cash losses a year ago were $4 million, and this past season will reach $7 million, even while reducing our non-team operating expenses by 5%. And it goes on about the small seating capacity, and the TV revenue is very limited, and who the hell wants to see Denise Potvin talking crap anyway, and yada, yada, yada. And therefore, all the above facts only underscore our desperate need for a new facility, a facility in which the Panthers can equitably share in all the revenue streams, and one which has a larger seating capacity, club seats, suites, blah, blah, blah. At that time, only then will we be more successful in holding down ticket increases. In other words, when we build it, we're not going to give you no money back and cut the prices back, but we'll be holding down future increases, and you won't have to pay more than $100 to sit in the upper deck. However, until we do play in a new facility, it is our objective to continue making your visit to the arena a very enjoyable experience, except for eating that trash food. We'll continue our efforts to improve our on-ice product as we build a team which will continue to hustle and put it all on the line for you each and every night. Ba-ba-ba, dee-dee-dee. Signed, Bill Torrey and Dean Jordan, president and the vice president of Bullcrap. So there you go. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see how much resistance there's going to be, and if enough people stop by. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I say if they fire Roger Nielsen's ass and they sign a couple of real players, that might more than compensate for offset the crappy ticket prices. But we'll see if that's going to happen because I have my doubts. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
The way you get rid of the frogs is right after it rains, when it's nice and wet, you hop on your lawnmower and you just mulch them all up. And if that doesn't get rid of them all, you just add 15% to the tab and the rest of the frogs will leave too.
Okay. Hop on it is what he said. Yeah, I'm hopping on my lawnmower right now, baby. I'm riding it this afternoon. I'm going to ride it all over the goddamn place. And the lawnmower, too. How do you like that, you jackass? All the Broward lines just opened up there. Actually, I thought we were going to have a show here. I really had my doubts when I sat down based on what I heard on the worst team this morning, and then what I saw on Rick's phone, which looked like somebody had yanked the cord, and the phone, too. But now I have my doubts. 524-9463, 524-WIOD in Broward County this morning. Is anybody out there? Is there anybody who's not at the Sawgrass? Is there anybody out there who also thinks that the ice cream at Haagen-Dazs is too watery in the Sawgrass Mall and something ought to be done about it, like right now? They have, what the hell is that flavor that I really like? Praline something or other. Oh, no, it's macadamia nut. Oh, man, do I love that. And I've had that there a couple of times, and it's watery. You can actually see, like, the liquid. I'm not talking about when it starts melting, which I do like that, but I'm talking about when they put it right in the cup out of the big thing. You can see the liquid. It's watery. It's like somebody is watering that baby down, man. And when you think of Haagen-Dazs, you don't think of watery. I wonder what Nicole thought about it. See, if she would have only gone to Haagen-Dazs instead of Ben & Jerry's, that bitch might be alive right now. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello?
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
You haven't looked that good on TV since the days of Channel 51.
Yeah. Only this is at a time when a few people were awake, I hope.
Hey, you wouldn't believe how many people were up at 3 o'clock in the morning watching you there when On TV went off.
Yeah. 5 or 6.
Watching the porno movies with the squiggly lines and trying to look between the lines.
Mm-hmm.
On an unrelated note, have you seen that Stallone movie, The Specialist?
No, I have not, nor would I ever under any circumstances.
You should.
Why is that?
Because Caprita has a giant role in that movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy
Didn't he
for him.
tell you about that?
I'm happy for him, but I would not see a movie with Sly Stallone in it.
Oh, I mean, it was a terrible movie, but
Well, there
it
you
was fun
go.
just watching Captain
Well,
Dave.
I didn't need to see Caprita in the movie. I've seen him enough, like in real life, and I'm sure he'll be back here in a couple of months with his tail between his legs. Why did I quit that job? Why did I do it?
Well, no, he did pretty good. Actually, most movies he has like that 10-second cameo part.
Yeah.
And in this one, he was in it for almost the entire movie.
Great.
So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Well, I'm
for
glad
Captain
that
Dave.
I'm glad I know somebody in Hollywood that's making a few bucks because my other buddy just went bankrupt here, so at least I got somebody to fall back
Hey,
on.
well, now you're on your way on TV.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot, Pally. I'm on my way. How come it's okay for me to be on Sports Crap? Oh, by the way, this chair is about to fall apart. I've just heard something in this thing. It sounds not too exciting, George. All our chairs are like on the floor. Let's bring Fat Boy in for one final blast. Come on, boy. Here we go, boy. 2 open lines, in one in Broward, 524, and the Green Line, 1-800-944-9463. Yeah, how come it's okay that I'm on Sports Crap and I'm palatable on there and I can talk a little trash on there about Amanda showering with Shula? That's okay, but on the radio here it's like, oh, gee, he's disgusting, you know? He's just way over the line. We just can't sell that show, and we can't put him on the air. He's filthy and grotesque and disgusting, and everybody wants him off the air. But on TV, he would be great. George, what are you looking at me like that? No, it is
I was
true.
waiting for what's next.
It
Yeah,
is
absolutely, yes.
true. I should be on television. There's no question about that. This is a waste of time. Being on radio, now, with all due respect to our loyal audience, all 40 of you who are left, it's been a nice run for, yeah, right. But television is where it's at because you're reaching people, even by accident. I'll guarantee you more people were watching that Sports Crap show last night just by accident, just because it's on their TV set, than will ever listen to this radio station in a million years of Tuesdays. It's just the way it is. And, it's probably not a smart thing to say because we're competing with the TV people for revenue, but I've said it for years, and it's true. Television is a goddamn awesome, powerful force that's brainwashed and manipulated the minds of millions from coast to coast and practically destroyed our whole goddamn society. So why shouldn't I be part of it and having fun and profit from it? Here's Miami on the, and Andy came in and apologized this morning. They had a few technical problems last night, and they better butch up their act if they want me to come back on that damn thing again. That's a real toot. That thing about Denise Potvin, that if I'm on there, he wouldn't come on there. You know why he wouldn't come on there? Because I'd embarrass the living crap out of that piece of dreck. That's why. Because I'd make a jackass out of that monkey, which he usually does a pretty good job of himself. There's another guy, these color analysts, man, all these ex-jocks. I wanted to talk about that last night, but we didn't have the time. All these ex-jocks. Of course, Mandage might get a little uptight about that, but we make an exception for him because he's, after all, a professional, right? Yes! But setting him aside, all these guys, John Davidson, who's got a garbage mouth who never stops talking, ba, 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 ba. And I noticed yesterday he was like, Dennis Savard should have got the puck off the back of the net there because you don't want the face-off at your own end. He should have flipped it. Oh, wait a minute, excuse me. The face-off is outside the blue line. That's right. The Red Wings shot it in. He just has to compulsively keep talking and talking. And whoever's doing the play-by-play, working with guys like that, you want to send him a sympathy card. Because these guys, really, these big, bombastic, egotistical assholes like Bill Clement and John Davidson and Denise Potvin, they think we tune in to hear their bullcrap. To hear that, here's the Hall of Flamer. Yeah, big deal. So what does that mean? I'm not impressed, okay? The guy was great 20 years ago. He was a player, and he's inarticulate and a jackass and a butt-sucker to top it all off. And we'll never tell you the goddamn truth because he's a shill. Right, Rim Man? Oh, sorry. Here's Miami on the purple line. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to let you know that Palmetto Expressway is absolutely dead at Ludlam Road. stopped, and I went around, came in Milam Dairy, and there's no traffic coming through on the southbound side.
It's oil clogged?
It actually is.
Okay, thanks. Get a new phone, too, by the way. Okay, the Palmetto, we'll probably hear that on the traffic in about 3 or 4 hours after they clear it out. We do have an open line. It's in the purple line, cellular 1 pound IOD. Are we going to hear from... I don't think there really are that many small dishes out there in this town anyway. Boy, I would have thought that as soon as those things hit the market, I would have thought that they would be hotter than Halava on South Beach. I mean, here's an opportunity to kiss your cable company goodbye. If you could see the crappy picture that they got on the cable at my mother's house, and it turns out that it is TCI. Used to be Store, is now TCI. You people ought to be shot. Not just keep increasing the prices, but to be charging anything for delivering a picture. You could take a goddamn coat hanger and stick it out the window and get a better picture than what they're delivering. And the same in my house. Continental, grave robbers. Here's, where are we going? Hi, Aaliyah. Hello.
Neil Raj.
Yes, sir.
I just got a question for you. I don't know if you mentioned it or...
I can barely hear you.
Okay, this 103.5 radio station is dead today. I don't know if... They say they're just sending a message with a heartbeat saying that they're going to improve the whole thing, and they're just recording the whole day.
Right.
You think they'll bring Ron and Ron?
Do I think they're going to put Ron and Ron on the air?
Yeah, well...
That's something to think about. Could be. But knowing what a cheap outfit that is, I have my doubts.
Yeah, it's just a whole recording the whole day, and nothing, no music, no nothing.
Oh, in other words, they're just running it constantly?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Give me a breath.
A heartbeat.
They're just beating it, huh?
There you go.
Boy, it's going to be bloody by 103.
Sort of. All right, bro.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, listen. Keep listening, and when it comes 103, I want to report, okay?
Okay, you check it out, man.
Thanks.
All right.
We have an open line in Dade. Now, who's he working for? Is that Tenaglia's son-in-law? Open line in Dade, 751, 1 in Broward, 524. So probably our friend Mitch Lewis will be out of there. Maybe we can bring him back here. Boy, things have never been the same. It kind of wrecked our whole damn production thing.
Wrecked him? Hell, it damn near killed him.
When he left here. The great Mitch Lewis, who actually was creative and came up with some real interesting stuff for us. We don't want nobody like him here, and we sure don't want nobody like Larry Bessler, who minds his own business and does a good job in there and just sits in there. We don't like guys like that. We like people who like Fat Boy. That cause a lot of problems and eat a lot of meals. Anyway, it's 10:48 at WIOD.
This is the beat of a heart. The beat of a major programming move will be made this afternoon at 2 on 610 WIOD.
By the way, the greatest TV spot, speaking of TV, in the history of mankind. Have you seen the new Grey Poupon spot? Grey Poupon mouse turd? You haven't seen that? So anyway, here's this very distinguished-looking gentleman with a big suit and the whole deal on in the back of a limousine, okay? And he's got a squeeze bottle, a plastic squeeze bottle of Grey Poupon. And it's almost down to the end. And he's squeezing it. I don't even know what he's squeezing, a hot dog or whatever the hell he's eating. And he's squeezing the last bit of this Grey Poupon, and it goes like that. And the limo driver turns around and gives him a real sour look, and he says, "Oh, excuse me." It just, you had to be there. I got a great idea since they're doing the fart beat all day. In honor of our big programming move at 2 o'clock this afternoon. How's that? 3 hours. All right. It's a fart beat on WIOD.
I guess we can count Phil in on another one of those people that found out about a program change on the radio.
Are you sure? I think so. That's what it sounds like to me. So he called you just now?
He was very squirrely on the hotline there just now, yeah.
Hey, you know, when your number's down to a 3-2, man, I mean, you're a great talent, but that stuff wears out after a while with the voices and the whole shtick. You know, you used to be great then. Then when he had the I-95 asshole guy and said the F word on the air the other day, that, you know, we're going to miss him around here. He's a hell of a guy and smokes a hell of a chain link fence. But other than that, he doesn't know about it, huh? That's bad. He's put him in the same category with Davy Gravy Line. But see, don't worry, because he came back. So big changes, baby. We're going to fire some big ones this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Here's the Miami Lakes. Hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Are you supposed to be on Sunday, your Best of Neil tapes?
You're asking me? I haven't got any idea when.
We'll have a spy report then.
Yes?
First of all, I want to say that Chris Baker really sucks.
No kidding.
Okay,
Major bulletin, here we go.
He really sucks. Okay, Gary Burbank was on, Neil.
Oh, you know something?
After Dave Graveline.
I heard 30 seconds yesterday. I've never heard him before doing a spoof on Lard-Ass Limbaugh. I take back what I said before. It was the worst radio I've ever heard in my life.
30 seconds is way too long, Neil. I couldn't hack it. He's almost as bad as the bitch in the night.
Gary Burbank, hey, doing a Rush Limbaugh takeover. It was tragic. It was like a 10-year-old kid playing radio in his basement.
It really sucks. And is Phil definitely going to leave?
Is Phil going to leave?
Yeah, you said at 2 o'clock.
I said we have big changes at 2 o'clock.
Does that mean he's not going to be there?
Might be his pantaloonies. You'll have to stay tuned, Pally. Okay. Keep you on a hook. Stay tuned, sweetheart.
Yeah, but wait a second.
Anyway, it's 10:53 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 751-9463. We're going to have a big one at 2:05, baby. Or why don't we just have a big one at 6:10? Because Mad Dog's going to be in here for a Defo, who's out there doing the... and by the way, I hate to say this. I know you're going to... I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I'm not a Hurricane fan. I did broadcast their baseball for many, many years, but the Canes and I have kind of had a falling of the ways the whole damn university. You know, they can kiss my ass. But I did see the last 3 innings after the hockey game yesterday. I saw the last 3 innings of the World Series game, FSU and the Canes, and they looked really good to me, those Canes. They looked... and they played pretty good, too. J.D. Arteaga, is that his name, George? The kid who pitched the whole... What are you laughing about? You're supposed to know these things. He's some kind of Julio. In fact, everybody on our team, they got Gomez, they got... and then they got Bucksbaum. They got a Jewish kid on there with a bunch of Julios. I don't know what that's all about. But that kid pitched himself a hell of a game. And then the 8th inning, FSU hits these 3 line shots, the last one of which a wicked drive up the middle. He closes his eyes, reaches out the glove, and stabs that baby and the ball, too. And that was it. And the poor kid from FSU, he looked like, huh? Like, what was that? What is that? Is this a joke or what? Are we on candid camera? But they look pretty damn good. I think the Canes are going to win a College World Series this year. And, of course, then I'll jump back on the bandwagon like all the rest of you phonies. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Let me tell you something right now. Phil Henry's lucky he's not laying in a cemetery somewhere after what he did Saturday.
But wait, yeah.
You heard what happened, right?
No, I did not.
He collapsed. They took him to the hospital and everything.
He collapsed. Oh, you mean at Calder?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No.
What a jackass. This guy's older than molasses. He's trying to become a teenager again. He went out there and ran in that 220?
He ran in at 220, and he collapsed during warm-ups, and he had trouble breathing, so they took him to the hospital.
He collapsed during warm-ups?
Yeah.
Sounds like the horses I bet on at Pompano.
I'm surprised you didn't hear anything about it yet.
I heard nothing about it.
Well, you ask around there, you'll find out. He was in the hospital Saturday night.
Phil Henry was in a hospital?
That's what they told everybody on the radio.
Now, is this a put-on or is this for real? See, with him, you never know.
I know Bo Camper broke in during his show and said some announcement.
Yeah. See, another put-on, another spoof. They're yanking you again, man, and you're enjoying it.
Check it out.
Okay. See ya. So that's the deal. I kind of believe that. Well, that's a good way of getting out of it, you know, because he didn't want to do it. I heard him Friday trying to pull a scan there on Calder and get some kid to go out there and put on a T-shirt that said "I'm Phil Henry" and do the thing, which is a smart way of doing it. Oh, here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Do you have an exact address for the house development you were talking about Friday on West Broward?
Yes, ma'am. 17368.
17368.
West Griffin Road.
West Griffin Road.
In Davie.
In Davie.
Now, did you get the directions on how you get there?
Yeah, but they told me that when you hit 27 to go south. I mean, yeah, that's right. They told me take Griffin west and on 27 go south. Go south? Yeah, that's what they said. They said turn on 27.
No. When you get to the end of Griffin Road is where it hits 27.
Right.
Maybe what they meant is you go south. It's like because it's like about a half a block right off of Griffin, where the road ends.
Oh, okay.
In other words, you take Griffin as far west as you can go.
Well, Griffin, as far as west as you can go, is a lot further than 17368 because they go to over 200 and something.
No. I said 117683 West Griffin Road.
No, you did not say that. You say 17368.
No. Well, maybe I misspoke. 117368.
117368.
Right.
West Griffin.
Right.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. You just go west and as far as it goes, right to the end. And you can't miss it. You'll see the big signs. Can we look for it? Can we look for you today?
Yeah.
About what
All
time?
right.
About what time can we expect you?
Later on.
Okay.
All right.
See you then.
Okay. So tell me the number again.
1178368.
You're giving me different numbers every time.
What is it?
You're giving me different numbers every time.
Okay, what number have you got written down?
First, you give me 13768.
No, I never. No, I did not. I did not. If you got a phone problem, I never said 3. There was never a 3 in that number.
No, I don't have a phone problem.
Huh?
All right, never mind.
No, wait a minute.
Real. I guess those things are not real then.
What is that? No, you're going to bring your own Depends, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
Because we do serve a nice lunch. We have a nice buffet.
All right.
And some great fresh squeezed apple juice straight from the cow piles of Davy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll see you about 2:30, okay?
Okay, you got
Okay,
it.
bye-bye.
Bye.
We have an open line in Dade. 7. He ought to be in a hospital, this man.
Yeah, but let me say something first. Let me say something.
Open line in Dade, 751, one on a purple line at pound IOD. Here's Margate. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I've been holding it for so long. The phone, that is, I nearly dropped it.
Yeah.
You know you can hear the delay on the radio on a phone also?
What do you mean you can hear the delay also?
Yeah, I can hear you, and then like 7 seconds later I can hear the same conversation again.
You mean like way distant in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the phone company screwing us up.
Yeah, probably. Well, listen, I was driving in the car yesterday, and I heard the Hurricane game on the radio. Who was doing that?
Who was doing the Canes game?
That DeForest?
That was Sonny and Defoe, yeah.
Well, DeForest, it's a good thing he was doing it on a Sunday, because if the religious fanatics heard what he said, they would have been making phone calls like crazy.
Why? What did he say?
He was talking about the home plate umpires, and he said the day before the umpire had a real liberal strike zone, and yesterday he said, this guy's got a strike zone tighter than the Virgin Mary.
No.
I swear to God.
Jeff DeForest made a comment like that?
He certainly did.
Tighter than the Virgin Mary? He
Yes,
said that
sir.
on 610 WIOD?
My mouth to God's ear.
I can't believe it.
Yes,
Sister
sir.
Mary Catherine. Jesus.
Wow.
Yes, he did.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's Jewish, so you'll get over it.
I can understand that,
Him and
man.
Sonny both.
Okay.
Never send a pair of Jews to Omaha. Good idea. Thanks for the good news, pal.
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, good. So we had Phil did the F word with a guy from the Asshole Song on the weekend. Phil also went in the hospital and collapsed. And
WAYNESUCKS. News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, call 751-WIOD in Dade, 524-WIOD in Broward. Outside the 305 area code, it's toll-free, 1-800-944-WIOD. And Cellular One customers can call pound IOD at no charge. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
MONDAYSUCKS. Just keep praying, baby. That's the answer. Somebody faxed me this great article. Faith keeps man from saving self. Salesman starves and dies waiting for God's help. Oh! Agnes, Oregon. When DeWitt Finley got stuck in the snow last fall trying to drive the back roads over the Klamath Mountains, he put his faith in God and waited with the patience of Job for somebody to rescue him. For 9 weeks, he sat in the cab of the pickup, checked the days off the calendar in his salesman's day planner, and wrote a stack of letters in a neat hand on a legal pad to his 2 sons, his fiancée, and his boss. If he had stepped out of the truck and followed the road back around a corner, he soon would have found clear pavement leading him down the mountain to safety. Last month, some teenagers who got stuck themselves discovered Finley starved to death in his pickup. The people who live in this rugged country couldn't believe he just sat there like some dumbass for so long. The snow never stays on that road, but right there, says Glenn Carpenter of Gold Beach, who dug Finley's pickup out of 5 feet of snow with a front-end loader on May 22 before going on to open the road for the season. Depending on the weather, Finley, 56, could have had a few hundred yards or a few miles of snow to walk through before reaching pavement. But there was no sign he ever left the truck. I have no control over my life. It's all in his hands, he wrote. His will be done. Finley wrote his boss in one of the letters found with his body. Death here in another month or so, or he sends someone to save me, yet knowing his will, I'm at peace and his grace will prevail. If I'm saved to finish my life here, please know I'll always be thankful to you and remain your servant. If not, I'll see you in glory. Anyway, I'm not saying it. In glory. Hole. Anyway, after Finley vanished, his boss, Max Sealer, owner of S&S Campers, sent him out another man to search for him. Deputies in Coos Bay, his last stop, sent up a helicopter. Meanwhile, Finley accepted his fate, writing calmly to Sealer, "The most wonderful thing out of this ordeal has been the never-ending fellowship with the Lord," he wrote. "I haven't eaten since noon of November 14, yet I feel great and I'm in good spirits. I'm in good spirits, he said. I've never known such fellowship, nor how his plan for man can be a love for us beyond all things. Finley kept crossing off the days on his calendar till January 19th. It was a senseless death, said Jim Kelly of the Forest Service. That's what's so sad about it. The good Lord didn't take care of him.
Idiotic jerk.
Okay, it's 11:09 at WIOD. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 524, and that purple line at Pound IOD. Don't forget, 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh!
Major development. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, long-time listener, over a year, and first-time caller.
All right.
I was down in Summerlin Key for Memorial Day. I just happened to bring my radio down for the alarm clock. We were going fishing in the morning, and I was picking you guys up clear as a bell. That's, about 20 miles from Key West?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long way for WIOD signal.
That's a hell of a long way, yeah.
But it was only in the morning. I couldn't get your show in the afternoon. It must have been something to do with the airwaves early.
Now, when my show comes on, they pee on the tower, and they cut it way down. They don't want to.
What they do?
They don't want to offend
down?
anybody down there, yeah.
Anyway, in honor of the Marlins' fantastic start and Wayne's incessant price gouging, I should say.
Gorging.
Yeah, that too. I wanted to give you some lyrics for "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" for Wayne.
Okay.
It goes like this. Rip me off at the ball game, rip me off at the park, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks, then mortgage the house just to pay the state tax. And it's gouge, Wayne Huizenga. If you don't get an arena, who cares?
Yes.
Because it's 1, 2, 3 grand we're out at the old ball game.
Increíble.
Beautiful.
I hear you.
Okay, Pally.
That's it.
Have a great life.
You too, Neil.
See ya.
See ya.
Open line in Dade, 751 WIOD, 2 in Broward, 5249463. No Panther fans out there have got any comment about the in just totally unacceptable, unconscionable increase in the ticket prices, because maybe we don't have no Panther fans left, or maybe they just don't give a crap about anything like everything else. And that first hour, all those calls that we had, all 7 or 8 of them about the Bufo Toads, absolutely nothing. Nothing of any use, nothing of any value. I'll get about $2 million worth of mothballs and spread them all around. And, of course, the rain will wash them away, although it don't rain that much this time of the year, right? Right. And then the poor guy that called about his RCA, about the DSS, about his satellite dish. Used to be, once upon a time, man, when we had an audience, you could call and ask about just about any goddamn thing under the sun, and within a heartbeat, within a matter of moment. Well, they're all listening to the Heartbeat on She now. All the old people should turn on FM 103. There it is. Just to know that you're still alive or fairly close to it, okay? Just the sound of the heartbeat is reassuring to me up here in Tamarack. Uh-huh. Open line in Broward, 524, beat this. And let's go to Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
First-time caller, man.
All right.
Yeah, I love the station, but I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah.
You be talking crap about my Dolphins. The Dolphins going to be a force to be reckoned with this year. Now, you know it.
I be talking about what?
You be talking crap about the Dolphins.
Meaning what?
They're going to suck.
What crap did I say about the... I never said the Dolphins would suck anything or anybody.
You say they ain't going to beat them.
They ain't going to beat what?
The crap out New England. You know
no
it.
Chance. No chance. You're dreaming, man. I'll put you 50 grand on that right now,
they're
man.
Gonna be a
Come on down here with the cash and let's see it. Put it up front.
Yeah, but I love the station, man. I'm a truck driver. Y'all keep me woke, man.
All right.
And that guy in the Keys full of crap. I get you all the way almost Key West.
There you go. Okay, Pally, good luck to you, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a great life. Go Pats. Okay, now what does this say? Get the bucket, Junior. What is this? Sex Talk Radio heats up the airwaves. Oh, this isn't about what's her name, is it? By Kevin Cook. Melissa Etheridge, Counting Crows. Some mouth-breathing sports talk. What kind of an article is that? It's Sex Talk Radio riding bare butt to rescue America's ears from the same old ditto radio designed to keep you and the ratings up all night. Erin Summers. Oh, look at this. This is an article about the sex bitch. How do you like that? In Media. I don't know what the hell magazine this is. Media something or other. Is that the name of the... See, people fax me stuff, and I never know what the hell it's from. This must be the Media column from some goddamn magazine, but we don't know what it is. Erin Summers. For making that old penis taste a little bit better, Sarah, go to the grocery and get one of those plastic honey bears. Put that honey right on your man. It's going to make everything sweeter. Sarah, hee-hee. Summers, regarding the taste of semen, there is nothing wrong with spitting out. That's your choice, and remember that as a woman, Sarah. And Sarah goes, hee-hee. And that's basically it. Beautiful. Man, this bitch is getting more press. She's on TV. She's on radio. She's on billboards. She's in the newspaper. She's up your everywhere. Yes.
Has it got a picture of her puss in there?
And look at the picture it does have, which I can't make out because it's a fax. I don't know exactly what that is sitting next to the radio, but there's the radio with the waves blasting out of the radio, and it says, "Eargasms, the new trend in oral sex."
Squirt, squirt.
Oral, A-U-R-A-L. Isn't that clever? I bet it took them 7 years and 45 writers to come up with that. And Jay Leno.
Alternative is going to be the new format for She.
Alternative Croc?
Mitch and Art Garza were the ones blown out.
Mitch Lewis and Art Garza got blown out. The new format is Alternative Croc, which is basically what they've been anyway, isn't it? Supposedly. No? Hard Rock.
Yeah,
I haven't
AOR,
listened.
Kitty
I
Punk
haven't
Rock.
listened to She. Well, wait a minute. What do you mean AOR?
Sorry, the EBS thing's going off. Yeah, them and Zeta have been like identical for the past few months.
Oh, I haven't listened to She probably in like 3 years at least. So they've been doing the same, like classic Croc. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, the classic Croc and the long hair, stringy haired metal rock and just really crappy. That's why their numbers took a dive.
Yeah, and so what are they going to do now?
Probably like the alternative rock, like more new rock,
2-inch nails?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. So they got 2 inches coming for you at 103 on She, baby. That's good. So in other words, it's not going to be Ron and Ron? I knew it. They're not going to spend the money to put those the guys on in the morning. After all, Howard's got to have a free ride. We don't want to put no Ron and Ron back on and get back 2 or 3 points of the audience. Here's Miami. Hello.
It's going to be Herman McBean and Chapin on She.
Yeah, right. You wish.
Hi, this is Lenny Szabo.
Yeah. Open line and Dade, 751. Oh, God. Here's Miami. Hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Captain Singh here. How you been?
Okay, Captain
Long time
Singh.
no speak.
Que pasa?
First time I saw Sports Rap for the first time. That was incredible.
I would have thought I'd have had a million calls about this saying, man, you were great on air last night.
Well,
you were
were
dynamite.
great.
You should be on there. It should be your goddamn show.
You were great.
I was great. And if I had a chance to say anything, I would have really been great. And if we had any kind of technical assistance there, if we had, their idea of showing like replays of stuff is they can't stop and start things. I mean, there are a bunch of nice guys there in the control room at 33, but they have it like all together and they just run it and you know what I'm saying?
No, but the whole setup, it looked like an amateur setup. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a professionally done show, though.
That's right. Well, what do you think Mandich is doing on there?
It was amazing. Of all the people, you were the only non-regular sportscaster there.
Right.
That was amazing. Finally getting a chance to go to Vegas this weekend.
Yes?
First time. Can you recommend a good restaurant?
Yeah,
McDonald's?
there's this tremendous Carl. Listen to me, Carl's Jr.
Okay. Oh, wait. Vegetarian, since I'm a vegetarian.
They have a great salad bar. In fact, when you drive up to the window, you hear that little voice saying, "Get the honey, Junior." It's a beautiful thing, man.
Great show, Uncle
Okay,
Neil.
write our name on the wall out there, man.
Let me call a couple of people douchebags.
We'll be right on your heels. Yes.
John Frankel, Fareed, and Uncle Chabra.
And
Thank
Francisco Franco. Okay, pal.
Bye, Neil.
See ya. Plunge your brains out. There's a guy on his way to Vegas like we will be, I think. Now, by the way, I hate to, start asking for particulars, and I know Fat Boy. See, nothing's going to change here. They can have all the meetings they want. They can put out all the memos they want. Nothing's ever going to change here because they don't care about it. If there was going to change, we'd have more than one spot this hour. But, what are we really talking about is the fact that we need a little information. For example, we went and ate at Shell's in Sunrise on Saturday, had dinner there at Shell's, and I'm thinking to myself, well, we'll go at 5 o'clock because they open at 5. Because I haven't been in Shell's in a long time. I'm the guy that put them on the map in the first place years ago. And so we drive up there, and the place is packed. Packed. And I look on the door, and they're open continuously from 11:30 in the morning for lunch until whenever they close at night. I didn't know that. I'm doing spots for them. I didn't know nothing about it because I have no information. Trouser Trot. That's his account, Trouser Trot. And it's the same with everything else that goes on here. Yeah, but, the talent doesn't service there. You guys just don't take care of our clients the way they do, the way Fat Hank does when he goes and gets all those free meals. That's right, we can't eat quite that much. But, I mean, what are we really talking about that we don't have any information? Like the trip to Vegas, we're leaving 6:30 on, I don't know whether we still got those 6 tickets left or not, 6 seats. I don't know what time we're coming back. Do you know what time we're leaving on Sunday? I've never been appraised of that, of what time we're leaving Vegas and going to get back to Fort Lauderdale on Sunday evening, night, whenever it's, and nothing. I know nothing. And this, again, Fat Boy is down there busy with a guy who doesn't spend one dime on his radio station, who's the biggest schnorrer, or at least one of them who's ever come down the pike. And do we want free lunch from this guy while he's down there probably just shoveling crap down his puss, and food, too. And no involvement whatsoever. None. N-U-N, none. So Rick Alpern, man, and I'm going to say it again, the sheet that he handed out, that computerized sheet with all the business on there this morning, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be humiliated to put that thing out. I would leave town first before I'd put that in anybody's hands, and the sheet, too.
That's in Playboy, by the way, that article about Aaron.
It's in Playboy? The media column by Kevin Cook is in Playboy magazine. Aaron Summers, the passion bitch, is in there. You've got it. Like I said, she is bigger than goddamn Mary Tyler Moore.
I just can't stand that slut.
Here's the West Palm Beach. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
About all these people that keep shoveling down food, should we just, tell them there are people starving in Europe, or do you think that'd make them hungrier?
Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes.
You're my bitch. You're my faggot.
All the lines in Dade wide open. 751-9463. 751-WIOD.
This is your automatic callback service. The number of your last incoming call was 305-770-1741. 305. We're sorry. The number of your last incoming call cannot be called back. Please hang up.
Oh, we can't call back 770-1741? I don't get it. Do you understand that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Thank you for calling Cisco Food Services of South Florida. If you're calling from a push-button phone and you know your party's extension, press 9 in the extension at any time during this message.
All right.
If you would like to speak to someone in customer service, press 9504. If you would like a specific department, please press the single-digit 1 for merchandising, 2 for exporting cruise ships, 3 for frozen and cooler receiving, 4 for dry receiving, 5 for credit, 6 for accounts payable, and 7 for accounts receivable.
Okay, have a nice day, sweetheart. We have an open line in Dade, 751, 1 in Broward, 524-9463, 524-BITCH. Here's a lady in Boca. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
I got a couple of hockey questions for you.
Yeah.
I got my Panthers invoice, $15,000-something for 8 season tickets. So that's a little steep.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a question about the Detroit Red Wings. What is the deal with the octopus? You know?
Do I have to keep telling the story? I just got through telling the story on Friday.
I wasn't here Friday.
Well, a guy had a fish market, 1952, okay? Back in those days, there was only 6 teams in the league, okay?
Got it.
Used to take 8 games to win the Stanley Cup. There was only 2 rounds in the playoffs, so 8 wins, you won the Stanley Cup. So he got a real clever idea because the octopus has 8 tentacles. He figured he would take one to the game, and, if they won, they would toss it out on the ice, and it would represent the 8 games that it takes to win the Stanley Cup. And it caught on, and you got a bunch of fishy people in Detroit.
I got it.
That's what it stands for.
That's all I needed to know.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
See ya. 2 open lines in Dade, 751. Is there anybody out there who knows anything about the DSS, about anything except going to the Sawgrass and hanging out at the goddamn food court? No? Okay. And 2 open lines in Broward, 524-9463. They don't know about the Bufo Toads. They don't know nothing about the DSS. What do they do know about, huh? Except maybe trying to freeload, which, by the way, I notice Rick is back on that bandwagon again, back on that jag again this morning. I'm not doing it. I'll let all the other shows be the ones that dispense you all the good freebies. I'm not doing it. I gave you trips to Vegas. I gave you a trip to Buffalo to see the Dolphins, which every time we've given anything away, it's turned into an unmitigated disaster. Just like giving away those damn adult movies. That part of it wasn't a disaster. It was who we had to deal with. Who, by the way, left his card on the thing here this morning. That was one of the first things I saw when I walked in here, was the card from that Pudwhacker. Gee, I don't understand. And by the way, that's listed on this list, too, so you can subtract that. Here's Miami on the purple line. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
First-time caller on Cellular One.
Okay.
I told Bell South to stick it.
Good. It sounds great to me.
For your frog problem.
Yes.
Get a floating duck in your pool.
I have a floating duck.
It doesn't do the trick?
Well, what is that going to do?
Well, they're afraid of ducks, apparently. It works
Well,
for
they're
me.
not afraid of this one, evidently.
Well, the thing with the mothballs, I've got a question about that. when you smell the mothballs, do you hold them by the wings or by the legs?
I'll work on it, man.
Goodbye.
See ya. That's cute. That was kind of cute. They're saying, what is that? Now, what was so funny about that? I don't know. 2 open lines in Dade, 751. We have an open line on the purple line, pound IOD, and one on the blue line in Broward, 524. We don't give a crap about the prices. Wayne, raise them to $100 a ticket. We don't give a crap. In fact, we'll just show up there so we can eat that great food. Speaking of great food, what are we getting for lunch here today? What are you smirking about, fatso? Well, I don't want that stuff from that other place. I mean, that guy's nothing but a freeloader. There's nothing worse, man, than people that try to exploit and use you for fun and profit and drain every ounce of energy out of your body. I still say, man, if we could find a place that had something that was good and not loaded with cheese and fat and stuff, we'd be way ahead of the game. We'd have it licked. By the way, if there's any punks out there living in the acres that like licking toads, come on by and I'll be tossing them out. And seriously, just drive on by and I'll toss them over the fence. Might as well put them to some good use. That's what I've been told. So what are we getting here? Come on, real quick. Come up with some idea, something really good, something tasty, something delicious, something succulent to put in our mouths. Just something to pacify me.
This place is still open?
What is that?
The 18-Karat Farmers Market and Juice Bar. That has,
are you crazy? Is that the place that brought us all that stuff that had manure on it? Don't you remember that? They brought us a bunch of stuff that had, like, manure on it.
I must have missed that one.
I'm serious. Okay, then forget about that. El Paso. Here's the mobile in Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Good.
Last night, did you happen to watch that show, The Right Verdict?
No, I didn't watch it because I was on television myself on Sports Rappler with Mandich last night.
I you're a multimedia superstar.
We only had about 3 people in the whole audience who saw it or who have dared to comment about it.
I hate when that happens. This show you would have liked last night. There was about a bishop that was like soliciting money from people after he heard their confessions.
Father O'Toole. God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On top of that, he was having an argument, and one of the priests went to put his hand on his shoulder to, like, calm him down.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, I'm not one of your altar boys.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful.
I was shocked, because I'd never seen the show before, and that was the first exposure to it. It was a pretty interesting script. They had a good time.
What show was it?
It's called The Right Verdict. It's on where, what's her name used to be, Murder, She Wrote, or whatever it is.
What do you mean where she used to be? She's off?
Well, I think they're off, like, they're supposed to be changing when she's on. She's, like, really pissed off about it.
Yeah.
I think this guy...
Well, let me just say this. Anybody that watched that show, Murder, She Wrote, should be murdered. I'll tell you that right now.
Exactly.
That could have been the worst show in the history of TV. It made My Mother the Car look like Omnibus. That's how bad that show was.
Unfortunately, it's going to probably still be on some other time, but this other show looked pretty... it was pretty good. I mean, if they're going to take
Why doesn't somebody tell Angela Lansbury she's been dead for 20 years already and get the pain over with?
Exactly.
Okay, thanks for the good news,
listen,
pal.
also, say hi to your buddy Cliff, the pool man. He's one of my customers.
Oh, God.
We get to see his smiling little face every once in a while.
I extend my deepest sympathy.
Exactly.
Have a great life, pal.
You too.
Open line in Broward, 5249. Yeah, pull this, Cliff. Or just go fall off of one. Yeah, I thought that once I got those Melaleuca trees down there that I wouldn't have all that mung and crap in my pool anymore. I think that my pool filter is a piece of crap is what I think. There's still plenty of garbage in there. If I had a good pool filter, it would just suck those buffos right through there, no problem. Maybe we can have Cliff the pool man come down and lick some of those toads, huh? I think he's already ahead of us. 11:28 at WIOD.
In his pants.
Idiotic jerk. Driving in my junk car, heard on the radio. Before you get older, you gotta save some dough. No, I can't save none unless my pay goes higher. I guess I can't retire. What's the deal? It don't make no sense. After I pay my taxes, I can barely pay my rent. Now they say I should save more, but their words burn like fire. 'Cause I know need $1 million in your account. I can't save it much because I always eat out of pocket. Stop eating and get ahead, but you do that too long and you wind up dead. Social Security is broke. Spend all my money. I work until I croak. Probably as a busboy, paying all of these bills is making me perspire. 'Cause I know I can't retire.
11:32 at WIOD, the only station in America where you'll hear that farting in the shower is one of America's great experiences. Isn't that one of life's best pleasures? Is like cutting a real good one in the shower when it's like hot and steamy in there. Oh, God, what a machaya that is. So anyway, I'm going to audition some of this stuff on here. That'll be good. That'll kill some good time. What are we going to do? How about a little something from across the street? Is he still open? He is? What has he got? What has he got that we want?
You keep the menu?
Yeah, I kept it. Okay, let's take a call from a mobile in North Miami. Hello?
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
First-time caller.
All right.
Them bufo frogs, you know how to take care of them?
Yeah.
Ammonia.
Ammonia?
Squirt them with ammonia.
Pneumonia?
Ammonia, whatever. And that'll take care of them.
I think somebody told me that a long time ago, too, yeah. See, I'm trying to find a way to, just to get rid of them, you know what I'm saying? Like poison, put something around?
Right.
Nothing like that?
I don't know of anything that you can put down. The only way I've ever hit the thing was like squirting Bruce Smith in the face, and it knocks him out.
Okay. Thanks, Pally.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What do you say, squirting Bruce Lee in the face? We have an open line in Dade, 7519. Well, we wouldn't feel it at this point, would he? Anna Capri, here we go, 1400 JFK Causeway, across from Channel 7. It says, doesn't say across from Channel 7 and WIOD, it just says across from Channel 7. And you would think with all the free food that we've sucked out of those people over these last several months that they would at least recognize our existence. By the way, Shell's was great on Saturday, and the clam chowder, oh, God, man, there is some real stuff. Some heavy duty. What are we getting here, George? Little chicken? Little veal? How about 16 orders of meatballs, something good and artery clogging? I don't think we're getting anything. Let's just read the menu all day, huh? Let's just talk about like chicken francaise with lemon and butter sauce, chicken arrabbiata with garlic and hot cherry pepper, shrooms and light sauce. Doesn't that sound good? Chicken scarpariello, garlic, shrooms, balsamic. I don't like balsamic vinegar. It's very expensive, but not for this kid. Oh no. Here's a lady in Miami on a purple line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. My whole life is one battle against bufo toads.
Really?
Yeah, I've got 2 dogs. One dog has got them twice. She was in the hospital for 4 days from one of them.
Wow.
They're in my yard, and I just catch them and I take them to a place and leave them there.
Take him to a place?
Yeah, I'm establishing a toad colony.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I do. I just got 2 big ones over the weekend.
Well, what do you mean you take him to a place? Like, where?
Well, just so they won't get back.
Out in the desert?
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the desert? Maybe up on that snowbank with that guy in Oregon.
No.
Up in the truck. Keep him company.
Just take them away from my house.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I just got a DSS little dish, and I love it.
But you don't have a screened patio or anything. It's on the outside.
It's on the outside of my house on the second floor, yeah.
Right.
Facing south. The guy brought a compass with him.
Of course.
Yeah. But it's working real well.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a pile.
Bye.
See ya. Open line on the purple line, pound IOD, where there's a lady with a dish and a toad. How do you like that? Pound IOD, if you got cellular one, pick that baby up and pound it to a pulp. Here's shrimp parmigiana. How about some octopus? Linguine filetto di pomodoro with onion, prosciutto, and fresh tomato sauce. That's what I'm having. Filetto di pomodoro, as fancy as that sounds, all that means is filet of tomato. That's all that means. Onions, prosciutto, and fresh. I think that's what it means. Who's going to teach me Italiano? Huh? Is that Mark Tadino going to come by and teach me a little? Give me a little Italian? Here's Boca on a Broward line. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
speaking about this, I didn't call about the toads, but man, we got them sitting in my dog food bowl. They're humongous.
What do you mean sitting in your dog food bowl?
Well, we.
Oh, in other words, you
dogs
feed your
outside.
dogs outside. Bad idea, man. I've read that attracts them like crazy.
Man,
like
I'm
a
telling you, you
maggot.
wouldn't believe how big they are. I think they're building a Bufo condo out back.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, what channel is that sports rap on?
33.
33. Well, you never said that before.
Yes, I did.
Hey, listen.
Many a time.
I know you don't like the Dolphins anymore.
Yeah.
But
This
I
is
was
true.
just watching for Father's Day. I got this 92 Dolphin season tape, and first thing right off the bat, it says voice of the Dolphins was Rick Weaver and Hank Goldberg. And listen, all the way through, all you hear is the Mad Dog in the background. There's no Fat Hank, just the Mad Dog in the background screaming his ass off. It's too much.
I love it.
Hey, listen, one last
I understand
thing.
through the grapevine that Hank was ripping Mandich and ass on the air on Friday over there on your make-believe sports station. And all I can say to that is that it just, so obvious that the man is extremely jealous because he'd give his left, if he had any of them, he'd give his left toenail to be back on there doing the color on the Dolphin games. And he's talking about Mandich being unprofessional and Homer and all this other. Mandich, man, can eat him under the table. There's no comparison.
Oh, man, what a sissy Hank is.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I got one quick one for you. I got your Miss Booker right here.
Oh! Okay.
See you.
See ya, baby. Open line at Broward, 5249463. Yeah, for Hank to be casting excursions at anybody else. How did Hank's Vegas trip come out, by the way? And are we going to find out what time we're coming back on that Vegas trip on whatever that day is when we're coming back, Sunday the 18th, which is like only 13 days from today, since the trip is like a week and a half away, a week from this Thursday that we're going? And are we going to find out if those 6 tickets are still left? Are we going to find out anything ever he would like to know? That's what he would like to know. And the answer is, of course not, because Fat Boy's out there stuffing his face. See, I just don't understand. I mean, if I'm like in any kind of management, well, most of the people in this building have got some kind of a title, so they're like straw bosses. If I'm in any kind of that position, how can I keep lying and lying and lying and lying and making up stories before finally I start getting bare-assed? You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of these people are never going to cut the mustard. If given every chance in the world, man, unless he's putting it on some gigantic sandwich, Fat Boy ain't cutting the mustard. Here's Palm Beach, even a Grey Poupon. Palm Beach, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
I got a couple things to ask you.
Have you seen a Grey Poupon spot?
Yeah, and I think Fat Boy ate the big jar. That's fine. Listen to this. First of all, I saw you on that show, and I can't believe any of these like pseudo-intellectuals down in South Beach who are trying to like get some little TV shows or radio, any kind of spots on the air.
Yeah.
They should give you a show. I mean, it would be an immediate success.
Yep.
And if I had some more money, I would look into it. Because I remember watching Stern when I used to live up in New Jersey. He had a couch, and he used to get a couple of lesbians in there.
Yeah.
And the show was very, very small budget, but it was something to watch. And man, did they have? You knew they were making money.
Yeah.
And
well, even Richard Bay is making big bucks with that garbage show he's got.
Right. I can't believe that you're not on the TV because you blow all those guys away. It was incredible. I mean, you have the talent, and I don't know why you're not on the
I should
air.
be on there, yeah. See, what they want to do, what this company would like to do is keep me kind of suppressed, like I'm some kind of little underling, and they're having all these problems, and they can't sell my show, and I say too much crap on the air, and I'm just basically, I've got more people that want to do more stuff with me, and this company just like stands in the way here, like they're an impediment.
Neil,
they're an impediment to my life, is what they are.
I never even see a billboard.
Oh, you don't need an agent. We'll take good care of you. We'll take care of you. You don't need no agent. You don't need no lawyer. We'll take care of you. And they lie through their teeth, man. If anybody in this business, I'm talking about people who understand the radio business, if they could come in here and see this, the program log and understand what our sales department is up to and the kind of shenanigans that go on every day here. And then last week, the sales department is all gone. Where are they? They're at another seminar in Tampa on how to go out and sell a few spots.
Those guys are all
They're at a seminar.
They're all enjoying all the money that you're bringing in there. That's what they're doing. And they're just using you. It's incredible because I don't see any advertisements for you. I tell people about your show. Next time I see them, they're like, why didn't you tell me about this guy before? He's a riot. I love the show. I'm turning my friends on. They say we never see a billboard. We never see any TV spots. They said this guy is hot. Why are they keeping him undercover? Enough for the selfie. I'm just being honest.
Okay, pal.
And here, one other thing I want to talk about is the Panther ticket prices.
Yes?
I can't believe that, what kind of nonsense accounting can you tell me when they pack that place night after night all the way up to the Panther Pack that they're not making money when
They're not.
the lower bowl is $31.75 a ticket?
They're not. They've only got 14,700 and whatever seats. It's not enough.
But tell me, Neil, don't they have also one of the smallest payrolls for any team, or is that the Marlins?
Both.
I just don't
Both. They've
understand.
also got a low payroll. And from this ticket increase, by the way, all they're going to make is $1.6 million is what they're going to make. And allegedly, they're going to use that money to go out and sign free agents or to get, like a real player or two on a team.
I mean, just the increase over the years is too much there. And look at this, Mr. Huizenga. Look what happened when you messed around with the Marlins fans. You wind up with a third empty stadium or whatever.
I still say, and we said it on the Sports Wrap show last night, I still say this, that there is no reason why Heem and Arison don't get together. Arison owns the Heat. He owns the Panthers. It would be a common interest. They got all the money in the world. Put the money up there. Build their own damn arena, wherever the hell they want it, out there by the Sawgrass, wherever it makes the most sense, and cut the crap already and stop bellyaching that they can't make any money.
That's right. I agree completely.
Makes too much sense.
Neil, when you have your own TV show, some kind of pirate show out of Miami, and everybody's watching, I can't wait to hear all these points on the air.
Okay, pal.
Thanks, Neil.
Have a great life. What did that mean? We have an open line on the... He can't wait to hear what I just said on the air. You didn't hear it, I guess, huh? Turn up that miracle ear, pal. Open line on the green line, 1-800-944-9463. 1-800-944. What the hell is it all about? And they think it's a joke. Oh, that Neil boy, you hear him talking about that fat boy and about that Bob Green and about all that crap. Oh, my God, what a place that is. Yep, you're right about that. Right on target, baby. It's an embarrassment is what it is. We got a bunch of people walking around in this building who not only shouldn't they have a title, not only should they have other people's lives in their hands, they shouldn't be allowed to come into the building even for a handout, even for a glass of water. Here's a lady in Kendall. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Neil, I want to just tell you, someone had told you already to use ammonia, but he was right. You should have a couple of bottles in your backyard, prepared, ready when you see one, throw it. They die instantly.
Really?
But you got to get to the big ones. Them are the ones that are bringing all the little ones.
Yeah, that
you'll
makes...
see them and they die.
The big ones make the little ones, yeah.
Put them in a pail and give them to the rubbish man.
Yeah, or give them to the pool man. Sounds like a good idea.
No,
give them to
but
Cliff.
let me tell you, it's not a joke. If your dogs get bit by that...
I already know that.
Well, I have two that'll show me where they're at. They won't even go to them.
Really?
They're whippets, and they just
They whip it?
I watched them in the yard.
Yeah.
So do that. Don't wait.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Good luck.
I'm going right to the ammonia store when I get off.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
We have two open lines in Dade, 751. This is a serious business, and if there are people out there got dogs that know nothing about this, just wait till the first one comes hopping in your yard, and your dog goes out there and takes a little bite in it, and it starts spraying that crap in their puss, and they start foaming at the mouth and doing a little sideways dance. And if you have a little dog like I do, it don't take too much of that crap in their system, and all of a sudden it's like that. So like I said, bring them all over, man. Two open lines in Dade, 751 WIOD, one on the purple line, pound IOD. That poor guy with his satellite dish, and I guess we're not going to get you an answer, man. I'm sorry. I thought we really had an audience out there that knew something about it, and they don't. I mean, they hear me talking about the stuff I saw on the satellite. We got a bunch of cable suckers out there is what we've got, who just like Suds was. I've never seen anybody in my life resist something. The guy wants to come down, give him a hell of a deal, stick the thing in there. If he doesn't like it, he'll take it out. And this man resisted and resisted, and I see him in the bookstore yesterday at the Sawgrass, and one of the things he had in his paws was the DirecTV TV Guide, the big monthly one. Yeah, Mr. Hotshot now with his satellite dish. I don't want it. I don't want it. The picture's too good. There's too much stuff on there. I don't want it. I want to be a prisoner of the goddamn cable company the rest of my life, and that's what most of you suckers are. Here's a mobile implantation. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
Hey, to hell with all those other ideas to get rid of them frogs. Too boring. Sit on your back porch with a pellet gun.
Yeah.
Just shoot them.
Just shoot them.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
See ya. Two open lines in Dade, like I said, 751 WIOD. Purple line is open, pound IOD. And one on the blue line in Broward, 524. Just shoot them. That's what we always say every time it gets to be September, October. When season starts, you see a frog, just shoot them.
Oh!
1146 at WIOD here.
610 WIOD. Think of us as daycare for very twisted people.
Tengo tanto pellejo que se perdió la punta.
Scum Buckets! Scum Buckets is proud to announce the grand opening of Scum Buckets 2. Twice the scum, twice the buckets. Scum Buckets 2! Scum Buckets 2! Tuesday night is Wet T-Shirt night. The first 300 topless girls who show up at the door carrying a wet T-shirt get a free drink. Scum Buckets! Scum Buckets! Wednesday night is Madonna night. All young women who show up wearing black lingerie and accompanied by an aging actor get in free. Scum Buckets! Scum Buckets! Saturday night is Illegal Alien night. Sneak into the club and you're in free. Scum Buckets! Scum Buckets! Get in your car, hang a right, then a left, and you'll be there. Scum Buckets! Scum Buckets!
11:50 at WIOD. We have two open lines, and they're both in Dade. 751-9463. 751, what's it all about? Here's Boca. Hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
Saw you on the show the other night.
Yes?
Enjoyed it.
Yes?
I like that line about the shower bandage turned red. They showed him on the TV.
Did his puss turn red?
Red as a beet.
Incredible.
And what about that Pete Mitchell for the Dolphins? Did you check him out?
Yes, I did. Mandich was getting physically aroused by those two young Dolphin prospects.
He was?
He was. I'm serious. As I was getting ready to sit down and do my segment there, he said, boy, what a couple of bright-looking, young, fresh-looking, yeah. I said, okay, whatever you say.
He liked it.
He had his eye on it, man.
I'm telling you.
He was showing him where the showers were at Channel 33.
Now, do you think you're going to go on there again?
What do you mean by that?
Like, during the hockey playoffs.
I told him, anytime you want, just ask and I'll be there. If I'm in town, I'll be there.
But what about, like, Friday? You were saying they asked Denise. What happened with that?
I can't get a real story about that. Andy Kalb, who's a prevaricator, he just keep making up these little stories. He's telling me that it was the other producer's idea, and the head cheese producer was saying it was Andy's idea, and who knows?
But we were apoplectic. We thought they were blowing you off for Denise.
Well, Denise said that if I was on a show, he wouldn't be on there, which the feeling was mutual, and screw him.
Well, we hate him like poison.
Exactly, and he doesn't understand that. They hate him in New York, and they hate him here.
Exactly. Mr. Personality.
Right.
And then that, I heard that the other day, Hank ripping Mandich saying, no, I like Jim Mandich, but, I can't turn on the radio. Who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah.
I mean, what a joke.
We really give a crap.
He does. But can I make one criticism, but don't get mad?
Yes?
You got to change the shirt, Neil, when you go on TV.
No way.
Yes.
Why is that?
You need a little color or something, Neil. Shirt. You wear it everywhere.
They don't want you to wear a colored shirt on TV. I hate to break the news to you that my television expert, they want you to wear like a pastel, either a white shirt or preferably like a light color, like a light blue or light green, which is why I wear a shirt like that when I go on there. They also wanted me to put on a jacket. I said, for a slob like Mandich, I am putting on no jacket.
Well, I agree with you.
Give me an important show, I might dress up a little bit, but no socks and no jacket for a Mad Dog.
Very good, Neil.
Okay, pal.
Enjoyed it. Buddy.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay, there's our color coordinator there. Put on a nice, colorful shirt, okay? Okay. I may not know much about TV, but I do know they don't want no flashy shirt. Got it? We have an open line in Dade, 751 WIOD. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
I have the South Florida remedy for you for the toads.
Yes.
A native. You got to do it every night.
Yes.
You take a pitchfork and get them every night. Every night. That's how I've done it for a whole life.
Yeah. Okay, fork this. Two open lines in Dade, 751-9463, 751 WI. I guess we're not going to get an answer about that Vegas thing at all, are we?
Leaves Vegas at 2:30.
Yeah.
And we're back at 10:30, 10:45, something like that, on Sunday night.
Run that by me again?
We leave Vegas. This is what he told me now. This is right straight from Bob's mouth. At 2:30.
Yeah.
In the afternoon from Vegas.
Then now stop and figure this out. 2:30 in the afternoon is 5:30 Eastern time, okay? And we're getting back at what time?
10:30.
So in other words, it's a 5-hour flight on this plane?
That's what it sounds like.
Or 10:45, which means it's over a 5-hour flight? Well, what time are we going to get there? We're leaving at 6:30. See, we're like 10 days before we're leaving, and this is information I should have had like a long time ago if Fat Boy was in any way involved in this and like servicing his client here, which maybe he ain't spending $50 million in advertising, but nonetheless is something that's on the air and we're doing. But nevertheless, here we are 10 days before again, just like last year, and I know nothing. Nothing. Here's Deerfield. Hello. Let's go to Pompano Beach. Hello.
How you doing?
Okay.
That Haagen-Dazs story. They put about 5 to 10% of ice chips
in the ice cream?
Watery.
Yeah. And it's just about 32 degrees. This way, when you get it, it just starts melting on there.
Well, what about the ice cream when you buy it in the freezer? In the store, it's not like that.
No, only in the little retail thing.
Oh, so in other words, when you go to this is interesting to know. When you go to Haagen-Dazs in the mall, which they're in malls all over the place now, like in the Sawgrass, they water it down.
Yeah, for $4 a scoop, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's true. For $20 an ounce, that's not too bad.
There you go.
Thanks for the good news.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, that explains it all along. Because see, now something's wrong with that. Because when you buy something in the store and then you go buy it, in fact, you would think it would be the other way around, wouldn't you? Like when you go to Nathan's and you buy one of those great Nathan's weenies, you know how it's going to taste. Then when you buy them at the supermarket, which you can already package, the Nathan's weenies, and you take it home, I mean, it's still pretty good, but it's just not the same as when they make it right there on their grill or whatever the hell they're doing to it, wherever they're sticking it. So you would always think that if you go to the place that it would be the very best, and that if you bought it in a store somewhere, packaged, canned, boxed, whatever, it would be a little less good. But in this case, evidently, it's not. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
What the hell was that?
I didn't get it.
The last number that called your line cannot be given out.
Oh, one of those macho men, huh? Yeah, I'll bet. Open line in Broward, 524-9463, 524.
The last number that called your line.
Hello.
Hola?
Yes.
You called?
Where? What is this?
QAM. Hank Goldberg show.
Who?
Hank Goldberg.
Oh, I think you got a wrong number, sir.
No, is this Hank?
Who? Frank?
Hank.
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 Hank who?
Are you having a problem over there? Can we call Rescue 911 or something for you?
Well, if you're going to pay for it, yes. You can send them over.
No, we don't pay for it, faggot. 2 open lines in Dade, 751-WIOD, and 1 in Broward, 524-9463. How do you like that? Man, oh man, that sounded like Jose Canseco's boyfriend to me. Here's Fort Lauderdale on the purple line.